Hello! So today I'm going to be doing something called a rant and a rave, where I rant about something and then it turns into a bit of a song. This isn't meant to be me going on about how I have amazing vegan god powers, all omnivores and carnivores should be banished to the slaughterhouse in hell or anything like that. This is about one particular conversation I had with one person who I found to be a little bit, like rude and ignorant, and I couldn't say anything to her at the time for various reasons. I couldn't really say anything back to her, I couldn't retaliate, so I guess after the fact the whole thing was playing on my mind and things that I wanted to say back to her but I couldn't. So I guess this is gonna be a little kind of rant to begin with, to sort of get things off my chest. This is not gonna be vegan preaching or anything. If I hated non-vegans, then I would hate my cats, and I love my cats and they murder things for fun. So okay, so first of all, she started the conversation, and yes, it goes against the old vegan stereotype, the whole oh, how do you know if someone's a vegan? Don't worry, they'll tell you. She started the conversation. I wouldn't have brought it up, but she brought it up. I said, yes, I'm a vegan. And then she asked me why. She wanted to start this conversation. So I was like, great, this is happening. Immediately after she asked me why I was vegan, she said, cows need to be milked. And I was like, yes, they need to be milked, by their babies.
Who need the milk, but we take the babies away, we feed them formula, and we separate them from their mothers, and then we pump all the milk out for humans, and then we make them get pregnant again, and then take those babies away as well, blah, blah, blah.
It was she didn't know that, which is fair enough. She didn't know any of that, and she seemed a little bit dumbfounded. She's like, oh, okay. But then it was that was playing on her mind, and it was she needed to win this argument, that this moral argument that she'd started, she needed to win, she needed to end it all on the moral high ground. So it was playing on her mind that she needed to win something, but then she got it. She thought of her rebuttal, and my god, did she take me down. So I can't remember exactly what she said, but she said something about women in rice fields in Nigeria. I don't even know, do you pick rice from a plant? I honestly don't know. I'm a terrible vegan, but she said something about women having to stand in wet, soggy fields, and they get calluses on their feet because they work in really poor conditions. And she was like,
so that's okay. It's okay to exploit humans then, is it? But not animals.
At that point, I just really sarcastically was like, yeah. It's such a non sequitur. What do you even say to that? After I gave her a really sarcastic answer.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
She just sort of really condescendingly said,
oh, I couldn't get on board with that.
Of course, I don't think the exploitation of humans is fine, but you can take actions on issues that you personally deem important, I guess. Which I googled, by the way, and I think she just made it up. I can't see any humanitarian issues about rice farming anywhere on the internet. I found a load of articles about how it was actually good for the Nigerian economy, so she just made that up. But this person, let me add, she's one of those people that decides to announce via various mediums what charity she's decided to donate to this year. And it's dude, just, I don't care, Karen. Karen's not her real name. Just fucking donate. You don't have to throw it in everybody's face how much of a fucking amazing person you are. Nice subtle flex there. Well done. Using the same logic, I could just respond to the letter or whatever that she sent out, telling everyone what charities that she's been donating to that year, and just say something like this.
Dear Karen, not your name. That's great that you've donated to the Women Getting Soggy Feet in Rice Fields Don't Look It Up charity this year, but just so you know, it was pointless. Fucking pointless. And you know why? Because there are other charities out there that, in my opinion, are more important than that. You've wasted your money. Merry Christmas, Karen.
That wasn't even where it ended. She said that my boyfriend, with his larger frame than mine, must be finding it really hard to be a vegan. And I said,
why?
And she said,
well, I guess the food doesn't fill you up as much.
So yes, her ignorance expanded out into those barren lands that I thought nobody had touched in a long time, where you think that vegans literally only eat leaves. Most people know what vegans eat now. It's like not healthy most of the time, let's be honest. Vegans are pretty unhealthy these days, and it's great, you know, it's great. We can eat whatever we want. We can choose to be healthy if we want to, but we can still be unhealthy if we want to as well. And it's fucking great. Karen, what the fuck do you think we're doing with our lives? Do you think we're fainting in between each meal? Do you think we're foraging woodlands for acorns, but we don't take it? We don't pick it up if a squirrel looks at it first? She must not watch TV, go on the internet. I had to tell her it doesn't mean that we eat less. I had to tell her that. I had to tell her that. She just watched me eat a goddamn risotto. Do you know how filling risottos are? Do you know how filling risottos are?
and kale. And when I climb the stairs, I don't let go of the handrail. Being vegan is a money-saving win. You can get a full meal from a compost bin. It's not a ball, we eat everything raw. We even eat the grass the cats throw up on the floor. Cause I'm a V bitch. Ain't no animals in my fridge. Not put through my morals or rest on my laurels. I just wanna be better than you. Don't give a shit. Cause I'm a V bitch. Ain't no animals in my fridge. Not put through my morals or rest on my laurels. I just wanna be better than you. Don't give a shit. There's a full breakfast growing from your lawn. These mushrooms are giving me the lady horn. I found an acorn. Quick, cut it up and serve it with some corn. Quick, somebody milk the cows before they pop. It's the damn vegans' fault, we need a mop. Now the cow's gone, who's gonna eat the crop? The humans, they need meat, this vegan noise needs to stop. Cause I'm a V bitch. Ain't no animals in my fridge. Nothing through my morals or rest on my laurels. I just wanna be better than you. Don't give a shit. Cause I'm a V bitch. Ain't no animals in my fridge. Nothing through my morals or rest on my laurels. I just wanna be better than you. Don't give a shit. Cause I'm a V bitch. Ain't no animals in my fridge. Nothing through my morals or rest on my laurels. I just wanna be better than you. Don't give a shit. Cause I'm a V bitch. Ain't no animals in my fridge. Nothing through my morals or rest on my laurels. I just wanna be better than you. Don't give a shit.
Do an undercut.
It's called an uppercut.
Whatever. Badger.
Hi, Courtney. Want to be in the video?
Bellarmine.
Oh my god, why are you slapping yourself in the face?
Sound. Oh yeah, this isn't a sound
The whole point of that
thing.
is that it's like, yeah, that the clap's meant to be on screen. That's the whole point of that, so you can sync it up with the audio. So if you do it behind the camera, it's really useful.
So I just slapped myself in the head for no reason. Great, okay. You see, now you kind of blocked all the food.
Yeah, exactly!
Well, which is it? What do you want? I'm just telling you these things, you do whichever the fuck you want, right? Stop recording.
Oh, no, sorry. I'm just gonna watch me eat a whole calorie.
People do this.
ASMR now. Get lipstick on it. Oh, yes, I did get lipstick on it.
Great.